the south side, right? You saw him?
Yeah, he was walking this way. I'll recognize him again as soon as I see him. Saw a picture of a missing 13-year-old. You wouldn't think he's 13. He's 6 foot, 240 pounds. But he's bipolar. He's got some mental health issues. They haven't seen him in a few days. Hey, you seen some big kid walking around tonight? He's like 6 foot, 240 pounds.
Not yet.
Don't know. He could be gone by now, or he's indoors. But he said he's on meds and hasn't taken them for a number of days. And if he's hanging out down here, that's not a good thing. You seen a big guy walking around tonight?
No.
He's 6 foot, 240 pounds.
You can't tell he's 13.
At his age, he clearly has no idea what he's doing. Hopefully he's not into the drugs, but as soon as you see him down here, drugs immediately become a concern.
Welcome to Vancouver's downtown east side, where an extraordinary squad of police officers engage in an ongoing battle to keep control of one of the toughest beats anywhere in North America.
Police, we're coming in!
Nestled between the majestic Coast Mountains and the Pacific Ocean, Vancouver is one of North America's most beautiful cities. Every day, thousands of visitors explore one of its most popular destinations. But only one block over is the downtown east side, a neighborhood decimated by rampant drug abuse, poverty, and violence.
Where are you guys from?
Denmark.
Denmark, all right. This area is full of crime and drugs. Chinatown is just over on Pender. Just walk across Hastings Street, you'll be fine.
The beat cops who work the area often find themselves guiding tourists into Chinatown, which up to now has largely avoided the problems of the downtown east side. But this is no longer the case. At the daily parade, Sergeant Mark Steinkamp wants his squad to tackle the issue.
What I've been noticing is that there have been people literally flopped out on the sidewalk, blocking the sidewalk, impeding businesses and stuff like that. So I got out and I moved some people along, and the store owners are very grateful that we were there. So let's help Chinatown run their businesses in a very effective manner.
Constable Stuart Black knows the Chinatown beat well. He'll be largely responsible for the cleanup operation.
I used to come here as a kid. We used to come to Chinatown when we were kids all the time. I can't imagine coming up to park here and seeing a small camp of people shooting up or writing on the wall or smoking crack. You okay there? What are you doing?
Nothing.
No? There's houses all around here with families, often with young children that live here. And they all cross the street and walk the gauntlet of people shooting up or smoking up. It's ridiculous.
The plan is to ramp up the police presence in Chinatown's back alleys and pressure the drug users to leave the area.
Hey guys, come here for a sec. Come here. I'm gonna ask you guys to do me a favor, okay? I'm gonna ask you to stay out of Chinatown, okay? There are children that grow up here, okay? And there's a lot of tourists. Do whatever it is you're doing back here, don't do it back here. Do me a favor. I get you to tweak someplace else other than Chinatown because there's kids here. Excuse me. I mean that way though. Thank you.
Stu has to contend with more than just the users.
What are you doing here?
Dealers also lurk in the lanes.
I hope to God you're not thinking about setting up business here.
No, I'm not doing that. No.
Stay out of Chinatown though, okay? That's not unreasonable, right?
Not unreasonable.
While Stu contends with the problems in Chinatown, a few blocks over, Constables Tim Russell and Christian Prévost are on patrol in the heart of the downtown east side.
How old are you?
Among the familiar faces, they spot someone new.
Yeah, he speaks. What does he speak? Oh, really? Good. He can talk to my partner. She speaks French.
Ah ouais, je veux m'en aller d'ici, moi. Je veux un billet d'autobus.
Où est-ce que tu veux t'en aller?
À Montréal, je veux m'en aller chez nous.
Viens avec moi.
The police take note of young kids who show up here. They can quickly fall prey to the area, and it's important to help them get out before it's too late.
Comment je fais pour un ticket? M'en aller chez nous.
Qu'est-ce que tu demandes présentement?
Dehors, là.
Est-ce que tu as un permis de conduire au Québec?
Non, je l'ai pas. J'ai fait voler toutes mes cartes.
OK.
Tu peux aller ici. C'est la boussole que ça s'appelle. Puis ce qu'ils font, c'est qu'ils aident les gens comme toi. Ils parlent français. Si je serais toi, je les téléphonerais pour commencer, puis j'irais les voir. Fais attention à toi, OK? Tu devrais pas te tenir aux alentours d'ici.
C'est la seule place qui a des affaires à part celle-là.
Tu as un nom maintenant, OK? Tu as une place maintenant, c'est en dehors d'ici, donc appelle-les. Bonne journée. He comes down here with a friend. They're stuck here, no money. They thought they were going to be able to work, but they don't speak English.
God, he looks young.
I know he does.
Looks like a child.
He's 19 years old.
19. He is a child.
Yeah.
Constable Tim Russell squeezes in a little exercise before a 12-hour shift on the beat. It's an important ritual that helps relieve the stresses of work, but it adds to an already overcrowded schedule.
I got one hockey team I'm playing for, and then we'll be playing this summer. I'm coaching a boys lacrosse team, and then you throw in a wedding and trying to give my fiance some time. It can make time tight.
A few weeks from now, Tim will be marrying his longtime girlfriend.
It's an official statement to move on to the next phase of my life. I've chosen my career, I love my career, and now the next phase of my life is family, and this is the start of that. I'm definitely excited and looking forward to it.
With the upsurge of underage kids showing up in the downtown east side, Sergeant Mark Steinkamp has invited retired constable and youth specialist Dave Dixon to talk to his squad.
One of my main jobs, I guess, is I work with about 30 different organizations that work with the women and kids down here, and I'm sort of a liaison for them. So if they have a problem, instead of calling 911, they'll give me a holler. If you find anybody in between day shift hours, I'll take them off your hands. Now, I know the kids might just run right back, but we send a message to these kids that they're not going to be allowed to stay down here. And I'll give you the best example. She's been down here for about a year. She started coming down about a year ago. Now she's a permanent fixture. Her younger sister came down a month ago and got raped by two guys. Both girls started coming down. They were 13 and 14 because their family's down here. They're down here forever until they overdose when they're 20 and 30 years old.
We used to never let anybody under 18 come down here. Used to kick them out. Let's look at reinstituting that. Well, don't let them walk away in the skids.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Very good.
Back in Chinatown, the problem has grown worse. The drug use has now spread from the area's back alleys to its renowned public gardens. Constable Stu Black surveys the scene.
Someone has made a little shooting gallery for themselves. Here's a water container, 2 discarded needles. They come, they squat behind here, they shoot up. Absolutely no respect these people have. That little bamboo forest there, they found discarded needles up there as well. Kids love to run through that forest. I mean, that's a great place for little kids to, running up and down through there. I'm scared for when some poor little kid is going to get poked.
Back in the downtown east side, another incident involving a youth has been reported. Constables Russell and Prévost are looking for an underage girl who's gone missing from her foster home.
This girl apparently showed up at the hospital at 4 this morning. She's 16 years old, and she was in the company of a 32-year-old guy who said he was his father, but they didn't believe him at all. They took a cab back to this address, and this is the address they went to.
The address belongs to a convicted drug dealer, who the missing girl is already under a court order not to see.
Good morning.
It's the police. We've got a key and we're coming in.
Tim and Christiane enter the apartment to make sure she isn't injured or being held against her will.
Vancouver Police. Hello? Hello?
They search for evidence that might indicate the girl's whereabouts.
Fox 5-1, we've cleared the suite, and it's negative for the female.
In Chinatown, it appears the police warnings are falling on deaf ears.
Do you guys live around here?
Down here on the downtown side.
You're not in the downtown side, you're in Chinatown. Okay, there's no reason to be in Chinatown, period. You can leave.
One street over, it's the same old story.
Do you live here? Get out of Chinatown!
Around every corner,
Come here.
there are more users
Put the needle on the ground.
and more needles.
Well, look, don't say sorry to me, say sorry to these people. They don't need to see this.
Constable Black is determined to help reclaim this neighborhood.
Smoke, spit it out now. Drop it.
With more drug abuse comes more violent crime.
Get on the ground! On the ground!
Stu's in pursuit of a man suspected of attempted robbery with a deadly weapon. The arrests pile up, but this is only a temporary solution to a much greater problem.
It does not bode well for Chinatown. What we have to make sure is we got to go after the dealers, then of course the drug addicts will follow. They're not going to go there if there's no dealers. So I really want to get a drug dealer in that laneway and just hopefully not chip away at it, but take a good chunk out of it so that they know not to be there.
Apparently there was a big brouhaha at the number 5 last night. A couple of drunk guys decided to fight 6 policemen.
At morning parade, Sergeant Steinkamp updates his squad, but there's also some personal business to attend to.
You guys should all push Tim on his stick.
Tim's bachelor party is the last item on today's agenda.
Tim, I just want to recite something that you may hear this weekend. I'm arresting you for an indecent act. I do need to inform you that you have the right to retain instruct counsel in private without delay.
We're almost convinced someone's gonna get arrested.
Somebody usually does.
It'll probably be him.
With his track record.
Just Tom's still alive.
Did you?
Later that morning, while on patrol with Constable Prévost, Tim comes across a familiar face.
Hey, Christiane! Look who it is!
The teenager from Montreal is still in the downtown east side.
Est-ce que tu as téléphoné le numéro de téléphone que je t'ai donné?
Je m'en vais, je passe à midi. J'ai eu mon ticket.
Good ID too?
Puis c'est qui te l'a donné?
Juste que j'étais là, les autres.
Oh, l'église t'en donné un chèque. Oh. OK, je vais juste vérifier pour m'assurer qu'il n'y a rien sur le système.
While Christiane checks out the boy, Tim uncovers some new and surprising information.
The girls told me he was speaking English before we showed up. He was trying
Completely?
to... Yeah, said he was speaking good English. He was trying to sell crack pipes.
He was trying to sell crack pipes? Tu parles anglais ou tu parles pas anglais?
Ben, je comprends une petite affaire, quelques mots.
Qu'est-ce que tu essayais de vendre ici?
Je vendais rien, moi. J'attendais, je te le dis, j'attendais après quelqu'un.
Je peux-tu vérifier tes poches?
Fouiller mes poches.
Il y a quelqu'un qui a dit ici que tu parles anglais et tu essayais de lui vendre des pipes. C'est vrai?
Non, c'est vrai.
Je sais pas, je te le demande. Non?
Non, c'est vrai, c'est pas vrai.
Oh, parfait.
La bullshit.
With no legal authority to force the boy out of the neighborhood, once again, Christiane can only offer some sound advice.
Il n'y a aucune raison pour toi de te tenir avec ces gens-là. Je te dis pas que c'est des mauvaises personnes, sauf qu'ils ont pris des mauvaises décisions dans leur vie, puis je veux pas que ça t'arrive.
In Chinatown, Constable Stu Black is expanding the cleanup operation after getting tipped off about a notorious dealer working the area.
The Chinatown community police officer pointed out this hotel to us. It's the biggest problem premise in Chinatown at this point. The major dealer in the hotel refusing to leave after being told numerous times by the management, who I think is quite intimidated by him.
Constable Black has come across this dealer before and is familiar with how he operates.
These drug dealers, they'll kick in the door and take over the tenant's room and deal drugs out of there and flop there. If the tenant's lucky, they'll let him stay in his bedroom. Oftentimes they'll use violence and just kick the guy out.
The suspect is under a court order not to enter any room except his own. Stu believes this condition has been breached and wants to let the target know that the police are watching.
This is the police. Come on. unless I go for a warrant. I can't go in there. So I still have the drug dealer in this building, open for business, selling as much as he wants to anybody he wants to, whenever he wants to. Policing in the downtown east side sometimes. Redundant futility.
Constables Tim Russell and Marina Trenkle have received new information about the missing 16-year-old girl. She was spotted entering the apartment of a convicted drug dealer she's under court order not to see.
Hey, Chris. It's Constable Russell. I need to speak with you. You're not in trouble. You're not going to jail. What's going on? Not much. Is she here right now? Yeah. Can I speak to her? Can I talk to you outside? Just talk with my partner.
Put your hands behind your back for me.
Right now? Okay.
Basically, you have no contact with this gentleman, and you are breaching that. We'll, okay, let's go.
How much have you been drinking today?
I'm 16. What do you expect?
I don't know, what does that mean?
16-year-old girls, this is what we do. We go, we have fun with friends.
Yeah?
No,
You hang out with crack dealers.
No, you don't know the real him.
All right,
I
okay.
know he's an idiot. He says one thing, he's mentally abusing me. I f***ing know that.
Why would you put up with that kind of thing? Like, don't you think you deserve better than that?
I love him.
Don't you think there's somebody out there who would be a better choice for you?
Yeah, there is, but is there anybody right now? No.
She's had a tough life, obviously, and and it's crazy. I was talking to her, and she's not the typical 16-year-old that you'd see down here. She's healthy, good-looking, 16-year-old kid, just making very poor choices. Has obviously family issues and has no one to fall back on. And obviously this guy sees these opportunities, makes himself a friend. Doesn't take a brain surgeon to figure out what his objectives in the situation are. So she's been down hanging out with him and just doing cocaine for the last day and a half, binging, 16 years old. I can't wait to go my 3 weeks of relaxation. Open all my presents, wedding presents, count all the money. It's all going to bills. It's all paying for the wedding.
Constable Tim Russell works his last shift on the beat before his wedding day.
Hey, what do you think about marriage? Any advice?
Sorry, I'm not really getting married at the moment.
She doesn't believe in marriage.
All right.
See you later, ma'am.
Have a good day. Sorry, I'm taken at the moment.
Craig, we'll see you later. Going on holidays for 3 weeks, so I won't bug you for 3 weeks. But I'll see you September 1st, okay? The war will continue.
Let's go.
Okay, I'll see you in a couple weeks.
You just want somebody to miss you while you're away.
Pretty much, yeah.
We won't even notice when the guys on the street and be like, yeah, that Russell guy's not in.
He's not here, sweet.
A few blocks over in Chinatown, Constable Stu Black and his partner Nick Wong return to the rooming house. A notorious drug dealer has been reported occupying a room other than his own, in breach of a court order. Nick will attempt to lure the dealer out by trying to do a drug buy.
Yo, it's Nick. It's Nick. You want to do business or what? You want to do business or what? 20. Oh, hey, Paul, what's up? Where's your brother?
The charges may be minor, but in the cat and mouse game the police find themselves in, the message is clear. Drug dealing will not be tolerated in Chinatown.
It's ridiculous, man. He's not going to go in jail for a long time, but we're trying to get the message out there not to deal in Chinatown, and I think we're getting that message across. Are we going to stop the drug problem down here? Of course not. But if that building's better, Chinatown's going to be better. So that's the tools we have. We'll use them.
Far away from the downtown east side, family and friends gather to celebrate Tim's wedding.
I don't feel nervous at all. I'm looking forward to being over. It does literally take over your life. So I'm looking forward to being over, looking forward to going on the honeymoon and then coming back and get back into more of a normal life.
Speech? Got it? Get out of here.
I call on those present to witness
I call on those present to witness
that I, Timothy Russell,
take
you, Christina Infante, to be my lawful wedded wife. By the government of the province of British Columbia, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss your bride.
All right.
With Tim away, Constable Christiane Prévost walks the beat alone.
Comment est-ce que tu es encore ici?
On va samedi.
Pourquoi tu te tiens dans ce coin-ci?
Je suis venu acheter des paquets de cigarettes. Ouais, check, ils sont là.
Sais-tu quoi? J'ai pas mal de misère à te croire. Ça fait 3 fois que je te vois dans cette région-ci, en l'espace de une semaine.
J'ai dit à quelqu'un qui vend des cigarettes.
Non. Prends-moi pas pour une idiote, OK?
Je suis pas encore devenu comme les autres sites qui montent à journée longue.
Mais qu'est-ce que tu penses qui va arriver si tu tiens dans ce coin-ci?
Je sais, je vais virer
Honnêtement, qu'est-ce que tu penses qui va arriver? OK, je vais te dire une chose. Si je te pogne ici, dans une allée, je vais utiliser tout ce qui est à mon pouvoir pour te mettre en prison. Je veux pas te voir utiliser. Si ça t'est déjà pas arrivé. J'espère qu'il n'est pas trop tard. J'espère qu'il n'est pas trop tard.
Down here, our mandate is presence. All I want you to do is just sit and watch. The reason why all of this is here is society lacks the will to change it.
Now that we know who you are, we are gonna watch you.
You could come to Canada and do nothing but prosper. Stop selling drugs. Tell all your friends.
Toby made a decision that he wanted to become a sergeant. When he took on that role, he had extra responsibilities, and that included a lot of administrative skills.
Eventually, one day, you'll wake up and realize you've compromised everything you've ever believed in.
Oh, that's cruel, man.